This is the Geneva Shore Report coming to you from Avant Coffee Bike Shop upstairs in downtown Lake Geneva on Broad Street on this, well, sort of gray spring day. But we're getting through. Anyway, we are here on...
It is a Friday afternoon of March 26, 2021. I'm Lisa Otto with
Esposito
and George Belushi Jr.
and the Geneva Shore Report. But more importantly, we are here once again for Meet the Candidates. So we are here with Peg Esposito because she is running for a seat as alderperson here in Lake Geneva District 3, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so Peg, you are the newest member of the Park Commission here in Lake Geneva. Yes. Okay, so how did that come about and what are you doing on the Park Commission? There's a lot of changes going on.
There are a lot of changes going on, yay. I think I was recommended, I do know Charlene, and I think she recommended me because she knows of my interest in the bike paths and the parks and my work with Hillmore and just generally the outdoor spaces in Lake Geneva.
Okay.
And we have been working, we have just recently recommended and gotten the approval of a new company to do the 5-year plan for the parks.
Right, the open space plan and all of that?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we had several proposals and we decided to go with a company that has not worked with Lake Geneva before. And so we're hoping they will bring in a whole new approach and some new ideas to our parks. They have done park plans for other cities, so we're very excited about having them.
Yeah, and nature, activities, exercise, all of the outdoorsy stuff is a big part of Lake Geneva, so very important in this area.
Very much so,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so park board to alderperson, how did that come about?
Well, I've been starting to pay attention, as so many people have, and I have some time on my hands, and I thought this would be a good time to run. I also have felt that our alderman is perhaps not serving the people of Lake Geneva as much as perhaps the tourists. So I would like to be the voice, I'd like to be the conduit between the people and the city, and I'd like to make sure the people know what's going on and the city knows what the people think.
Okay.
And you're running against Headland, right?
I am.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Not around very much, Headland, as far as we see, but that's us. Anyway, so what's your background?
I am an art director by trade. I work in marketing, so I am a communications person, and that's why my thought is to bring this communications link between the people and the city. I do websites for a lot of the not-for-profits around here, but that is also what I do for work.
Okay.
And I do graphics in general. I design logos. And
Where'd you get your training?
College of St. Benedict in Minnesota.
All right, I went to St. Norbert's myself.
Okay.
Yes, so the small liberal arts colleges, they were quite something back in those days. They were tougher than nails.
Well, and St. Benedict's has merged with St. John's up there in the same little area in Minnesota, and they've become quite a nice, big, well-known college campus. It's really very fun watching them grow and merge. So that's been nice.
So how long have you been down here?
I moved to Lake Geneva in 1990. Moved here, married, and decided to move here to raise a family, and that's what we have done.
Okay. All right. All good stuff. And it was great having you come and talk to us. So it's great to get to meet the candidates and know what you're about and let others know what you're about so they can get out there. April 6th is fast approaching. So the spring election is a big deal. So you need to get out there and cast your vote. I believe everything's being done right at City Hall, right?
Yes.
All of the polling's being done right at City Hall. And I think, I think it's going to be a bigger turnout than we've had in previous spring elections.
Can I plug my website?
Yes.
No, we're happy to.
More, we're not done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give us a little more, Peg.
Okay. First of all, the website is vote4peg Inc. PEGINC online.com.
Okay.
So, and there's a lot of information there. And there's also forms to fill out. I'd like to hear from people. I have made a lot of contact forms and a survey, and I'd like people to send me some information. I need to know what people are interested in. I have my own ideas, but I am going to be a representative of the district, not just my own ideas.
Well, there are a lot of issues, that have come up in the last few years, especially. I mean, like the redevelopment of the Riviera, like the consideration of moving the boat launch and changing Maytag Pond or whatever. Hillmore, of course, which is back in the news because of the demand letter that they have resubmitted to the city. They have not sued again, but it looks like they may do that. Are you up on all those issues, or have you been following them?
I have been following them. I am concerned that the last time I saw anything about Hillmore, it was as the city council went into a closed session.
Yes.
And what does that mean? What's going on? Well, somebody tell me, And that's part of this communications point that I've been talking about. Like, I need to know. Nobody said anything about, are they going to sue us? What's on the table there?
Well, this has been difficult, having come out of California myself years ago, where they have a law that says you can't have closed sessions. Here we do have closed sessions, and many times we in the media don't feel it serves the public when people come out of those and then don't tell you what's going on. I mean, we know because we saw the demand letter that they resubmitted to the city, demanding that they be compensated for idiocy, as far as we're concerned. And that's a precursor to them resubmitting it to the court, probably. As the city says, no, we're not going to pay for idiocy, then let's get to the court to see if they're going to support that sort of thing. And that's really what's going on. But we agree with you. We realize also, however, that when these sessions do go into secrecy, that you are constrained by law and what you might be able to say about it. And that can be tough in your position, maybe wanting to speak about it and now can't. So that is going to be, when you get in, if you get in, then that can be a tough thing to consider from our standpoint, anyway.
There's a lot of things that an outsider doesn't know, and I realize that. I will be a neophyte on the board and on the council, and I'm not going to go in and say that I'm going to make these changes and do X, Y, and Z, because I don't know. I mean, I don't think that our council people really have that much power, but I would like to be a voice for the people so that the city knows what the people are thinking too. And as for Hillmore, I worry so much that they are going to develop that and make that into a huge environmental impact problem. We need to protect the lake first and foremost. If the lake is the reason that people come here, we have tourists and we have people who live here, and they all came because of the lake, and we ruin that lake and everything is gone. And so I think that the environmental impact should be a player at the table of every discussion we have as we move forward in Lake Geneva.
Well, I can't argue with that.
I can't argue with that
Yeah.
either. The lake's a big deal. So.
Well, and if you have known of me at all, you would have seen my name in association with the plan that we did, the 2020 plan, but also the eco fair that we held a bunch of years ago now. But I'm very concerned about the environment, and I do believe that we could make the tourist business much more green than it is. We could bring bikers, we could bring campers. There's so many things that we could do that would play with the lake and keep it preserved, and just be more careful and conscious of what that part of our environment is.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well,
If they want to get hold of you because they have a question, your email address is what?
Peg Espo, PEGESPO @sbcglobal.net.
Okay, sbcglobal.net. Got it.
And
Okay.
We'll try to post that in the comments underneath so people.
That would be great.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. There you have it, everyone. Another one of our Meet the Candidates. Thank you so much, Peg.
Thank you. This was wonderful.
I'm Lisa Otto. And?
Peg Esposito.
And George Blucey Jr.
And the Geneva Show Report.
That's the rest of the story. Bye-bye.